You are rushing. I am rushing. We are all in haste. Why are we running so fast? Where are we going? My brother, my sister. Why are you in a hurry in life? Why are you rushing all the time? Everything should happen quickly. I learn about Sufism today, tomorrow I have to become a sheikh. Why? I learn about Sufism today, tomorrow I have to become Arif Billah, after that I have to become Wali Allah. Why are you rushing? Why am I rushing? Why are we in haste? Everything has to happen so quickly. This is the number one reason that we fail. This is the number one problem and the number one reason that we fail. And when we stop rushing, when you stop rushing, when I stop rushing, I promise you, everything will be more successful. In fact, the key to success is patience. The key to success is patience, as-sabr. Take it easy. Life is not a rush. Life is not a sprint. Life is a marathon. The spiritual path is not a rush. If you rush, you'll spoil your own progress. You're going to end up building a spiritualized ego, and you're going to fool yourself to being a higher maqam than what you are, and you're going to end up cursing yourself. We are going to end up cursing ourselves when we rush. There's nothing in life. There's nothing from ranging from work, university, studies, family, friends, spirituality. Nothing in life becomes better of us rushing. Nothing. Mindfulness is very important, but rushing is not. If we take an example from business, there are certain functions that you cannot perform in business if you rush. For example, if you want to go for high sales, high level sales, B2B sales, or high level management or something like that, it requires a stability. It requires you to be long-term in your decision making, long-term in your planning, long-term in the way you work, long-term in the way you organize your work and how you treat yourself and your people and your career. That will lead to success. But if you're all the time looking for short-term gains, you're going to end up burning out other people and creating a lot of enemies at the expense of getting good results in a very short term. So you are going to fail, and your reputation will follow. So in business, you cannot be very short term, you have to be very long term. So rushing in business is not a good idea, and that's a very big secret, that the success to business is actually to jog. It's a marathon. It's a long term game. It's not a short term game. If you're a farmer, you cannot rush with the harvest. You have to take your time, tilt the soil very well, plant your seeds in April, water once a week, pick out the weeds, but don't overmanage your crops. You're gonna spoil them. Don't start harvesting too early, like in June or something. You're gonna spoil the harvest. You're gonna take out potatoes and so on when they are not ready yet. You have to wait until August. So take your time, be patient, easy. We are not in a hurry. We have our entire lives to learn about ourselves. You don't have to learn everything about yourself today or tomorrow or in 1 month. You have your entire life to learn about yourself. You have your entire life to learn about Allah. You have your entire life's time to learn about Deen al-Islam. You are not in a hurry anywhere. So take it easy. Mindfulness is very important. That means to do the right thing in the right time, to be in the moment. That doesn't mean to rush. For example, a surgeon in the hospital needs to be mindful, but they don't need to rush. If they rush and are stressed and hysterical, they're going to end up doing the wrong surgery and maybe killing the patient. They need to be very mindful. The pilot does not need to rush. He needs to be mindful. So you see, there's a difference between being mindful in the present moment and concentrated. In business, you have to be very, 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 very mindful. Pay attention in meetings. Listen to what the client says, etc. But that's not the same as rushing. Haste is not good. It's not. Impatience is not good. Motivation is good. Energy is good, but impatience is not. Rushing is not. It will only lead to failure. The number one mistake I see many doing, myself, If I could talk to my younger self, the number one thing I would say to my younger self is, yo brother, life is a marathon. Take it easy. You are not in a hurry anywhere. You are not. Sufism doesn't happen overnight. Just take it easy and enjoy the ride. Because you know what? We are all the time chasing a destination. But the secret is, the destination is the journey. You're already on your journey. Whoever you are listening to this, you're already on your spiritual path. You are where you're supposed to be right now in your life. But you are all the time focusing on the future. So you miss the moment, and you miss actually living in the present moment and enjoying your journey. Because the destination is the journey. I have not met my sheikh yet. It will come, inshallah. Easy. You are not in a hurry to meet the perfect guide or whatever. But I have not reached Marifah yet. It's gonna come, inshallah. Actually, in fact, if you stop rushing, you might notice that Marifah is closer than you believe. Because you're gonna have a lot of inner peace when you chill. Take it a little bit easy. Be a little bit patient. Enjoy the journey. Life is a marathon. If you compare the marathon runner and the sprinter, the marathon runner can always run the furthest distance, and he can run it in the shortest amount of time, the furthest distance. The sprinter and the marathon runner, if they're gonna compete, the sprinter are gonna run a couple of kilometers very quickly. Then he's gonna be drained because he puts all his energy into the short term. But the marathon runner, he's gonna run slowly. But over time, when the sprinter is tired, the marathon runner has outrun him, and he's gonna run further. And he doesn't start by sprinting, he starts by jogging a little bit, and then he gets warmer and warmer and he goes further. Life is like this. The spiritual path, the true tariqah, the real tariqah is like this. It's patience, as-sabr. Take your time. You don't need to be a great wali Allah overnight. You don't need all these extra cream scrubs. Just chill, easy. If you practice this and take it easy, you're going to find yourself so much more successful in every aspect of life, including Sufism, including spirituality. Hopefully this is helpful. Assalamu alaikum.